Hi, thanks for joining me today. My encouragement for you today is who you are as a father matters. And I want to take you through to a quote first by a guy who had an impact by his dad. Clarence Boodington Kellen said, "My father didn't tell me how to live. He lived and let me watch him do it." I like that. Jim Valvano, he had said, "My father gave me the greatest gift anyone could give another person. He believed in me." Now, a couple of the good positive statistics regarding fathers and our roles as dads. 90% of dads really enjoy being a dad when they were pulled and consider it the most exciting thing in their life. That is pretty impressive. 85% of fathers consider being a dad the best job in the world. We do have a role as a father because we provide so many different roles and hats. Now let's look at the other side. So fatherless homes, more than 1 in 4 in America live without a father in their home. And there's from all sorts of different reasons in that area. 2 times more likely to drop out of high school from a fatherless home. 90% of runaways and homeless children come from a fatherless home. And I'll give you one more, and I know you can find and research plenty of these. 70% of minors housed in any type of state facility, they were locked up when they came from a fatherless home. That matters. Your job as a father matters. Now it's the question of how do I separate career from what I do from the kids, or can I combine those? Now there are a lot of different roles that we as men play, and one of the roles is being a provider as well as a protector. Well, in being a provider, we provide and we look at what our career and how much we can bring in and be able to make sure we're supporting. But are we choosing the provider role over being the protector, the career role over providing for the kids and being there for our kids? Are we always preoccupied with our work? And I know it is hard, and because I know we get busy. I work as a fitness trainer. I've been doing that for 20 years. And during this COVID-19 lockdown, I'm kind of trying to get my clientele back. And so there's a lot of work and pieces, moving parts always happening. But let me take you through 5 different things that'll help us as dads. One is be present. When you are just present and you actively engage with your child, you get down on their level, that matters, because kids spell love T-I-M-E. They receive that. And if we're down at their level, they're going to really receive that. Number 2 is being active. So it's not just, hey, they're going to join on in the things that I enjoy doing, but actually get down at their level and enjoy the things they do. I have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old, both girls, and they love playing with their princess dolls. Well, sometimes I'm in the mode of doing something else, but I need to kind of get down to their level, play games with them, and it really matters and it has an impact on them. And they're always inviting me in on that. If they invite me in at that time when they're younger, they're going to invite me into their relationship also when they're older, and that's going to matter. Number 3 is lead by example. So just as that quote was saying earlier, that he didn't have to have his dad tell him all the different things, but he watched what his dad did. And you want to be that example. Set that example of being the leader in your home, being the largest, biggest servant leader of your home, serving your wife, serving your kids, helping them in those areas, and being available. So I feel like that's such a big thing, is just being available, having your time available for them. 4 is, I love this quote by Josh McDowell. This is my favorite father quote. And he said, "Rules without relationship lead to rebellion." And what that kind of basically, when you take a step back, a person can go around and they can discipline and they can create all these rules, but if they don't have that relationship, for the most part, there's going to be rebellion. So create that relationship. It happens today, it happens now. Even if you've made those mistakes, take the time to be able to dive in those areas. Another thing is be able to, the last one is affirm them. Give affection for them. If they're younger, hold them, embrace them, let them know they're doing a good job. Let them know you are proud of them, not because of what they've done, but because of who they are and because of whose they are. Now, the very first question in the Bible was actually to Adam. And the question was, it's in Genesis 3, and God says, "Man of God, where are you?" Because ever since then, men have been running. And we run from responsibility. Well, how about we step up to the plate and we become courageous and we become the men that we were destined to be. And for me as a Christian man, it's the man of God that God wants me to be. And that is my role every single day. I would inspire and encourage you to be able to take those principles and those disciplines and apply those into your parenting style today. Thanks so much for joining me.